All right, all right, all right. Good evening, good evening. Happy Monday to each one of you. Happy Teddy Day to each one of you, for those of you who do believe in this stuff called Valentine's Week. All right, cool. So to start with, let's do a crash course on EFT today. Okay? Crash course. What is a crash course, guys? सुना होगा ना अपने school days में, college days में, crash course, right? Something that you learned probably in a year, we learn it in 1 month. Something of that sort, right? Is a crash course where we touch upon only the important things and we take the other things aside. ठीक है जो जिसके एग्जाम में आने की संभावना ज्यादा होती है we take that stuff, we cover that off. So guys, let's quickly do a crash course on EFT and let's keep it interactive today. कई बार मेरे को ऐसा लगता है that you guys want to speak up but somewhere I take up most of the stage. So I'll give stage to you guys today, whoever wants to, right? If you want to take up the stage, if you want to take up the opportunity, all yours, okay? You can simply raise up your hand and you can speak up. So, okay, what who over here would like to give me a gist of why EFT even exists? What is EFT technique? हम हर दिन EFT कर रहे हैं, सुबह भी कर रहे हैं, शाम को भी कर रहे हैं. You guys would be like now कि ये हर दिन आ जाती है EFT EFT EFT. What is EFT? What is exactly EFT helping you guys with? Anyone? Come on, the first one to go. Aruna ma'am, go ahead. You can unmute yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like as far as I have learned what is EFT, like it's your negative thoughts remover or burster,
Mm-hmm.
and it's an energy booster. Like it boosts up your energy and it takes you towards more of positive thinking, and it really energizes you and prevents you from and it prevents all the negative thoughts.
Yeah,
So
yep.
these things, yeah, this is what is EFT to me, and it can do wonders. And I feel of so many modalities I have learned, as you always say, this is the easiest and the most what to say, fatafat,
Yeah.
instant thing, like so then law of attraction and law of manifestation and that stuff. So the easiest modality where you can throw away your negative thoughts and feel energized. That's it.
Agreed. Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing that. Makes so much sense. So this reminds me that school में कभी कभी question आता था ना, define this. And sometimes we did not know the exact definition, so we started defining the attributes or उसकी strengths rather than the definition. तो अरुणा मैम ने वही किया अभी, being a school teacher. उन्होंने
Like
वो
because I emotional freedom technique, everybody knows it, right? So
yeah.
after
I
hearing
mean,
it so
what's
many
the
times,
Agreed, agreed, agreed. So you told the strengths of EFT that it helps in removal of negative emotions. You helped in removal of जो भी negative thoughts हमारे दिमाग में आ रहे होते हैं. Yes, absolutely. The origin of EFT basically was such only. It was created by Gary Craig, who developed this theory, and of course this is right also, that human beings are emotional beings, right? So human beings are emotional beings, and there are lots of various emotions that we undergo every single day in our life. सुबह से लेके रात तक, उठने से लेके सोने तक, there are multiple different emotions we are going through every single day, right? So what is happening sometimes, what happens that our subconscious mind, like the mind which is not the conscious mind, subconscious, which is running 24/7, even when we are sleeping, our subconscious memory is coming into picture, that is storing a lot of emotions every day. And whatever emotions are more, of course they will get stored more, right? तो अगर हम पूरा दिन लेट्स से स्ट्रेस में हैं, इफ वी आर हैविंग अ लॉट ऑफ एंजाइटी, बी इट अराउंड मनी, बी इट अराउंड एनीथिंग, आई एम नॉट इवन स्पीकिंग अबाउट मनी टुडे, ओके? आई एम स्पीकिंग अबाउट मनी, रिलेशनशिप, हेल्थ, फिजिकल, मेंटल, जो भी पूरे दिन भर में आप करते हो, everything is getting accumulated in your subconscious and it is getting stored every day, every day, every day. So what is happening, even if you don't want your subconscious to attract something, it is attracting it by default. ठीक है? क्योंकि आपको भी नहीं पता, पूरे दिन में इतने थॉट्स आपके दिमाग में आ रहे हैं दैट वट एवर थॉट्स आर कमिंग मोर दे गेट स्टोर्ड इन योर सबकॉन्शियस मेमोरी. मे बी कॉन्शियसली यू विल नॉट इवन रिमेंबर इट दैट समथिंग हैपेंड, बट सबकॉन्शियसली यू आर स्टोरिंग दैट मेमोरी. नाउ व्हेन इमोशंस बिकम टू मच, अब ऐसा होता है कई इमोशंस जब बहुत ज्यादा हो गए, फॉर मेनी डेज एट अ स्ट्रेच यू वर इन स्ट्रेस, यू वर थिंकिंग नेगेटिवली अबाउट अ सर्टन एस्पेक्ट, आपने किसी इंसान के बारे में आपको लगा नहीं दिस पर्सन इज नॉट नाइस, and subconsciously you were thinking that no, I will never talk to this person, this is this is that, and every day you're storing that thought about that person. There comes a stage that आपका फिर आपको लगने लगता है वही reality है. That is the reality, that person is really so bad because for years you've been storing that same thing about that person, or for months or weeks, for days. So it is, the memory is getting stronger. So now what EFT does, what where emotional freedom technique comes into place, because it is EFT, emotional freedom technique. It does not make you inhuman. It does not free you of any emotion because that is not humanly possible. फिर तो हम रोबोट्स बन जाएंगे ना, अगर हम सारे इमोशंस को लेट गो कर देंगे तो फिर तो वी आर नॉट ह्यूमन बींग्स. वी आर ह्यूमन बींग्स, सो वी आर बाउंड टू फील इमोशनल. अब कुछ अच्छा होगा तो वी आर बाउंड टू फील हैप्पी, कुछ बुरा होगा वी आर बाउंड टू फील सैड. ऐसा तो है नहीं कि फील ही होना बंद हो जाएगा, वो होना भी नहीं चाहिए. बट समटाइम्स व्हेन द इमोशंस आर अक्यूमुलेटेड फॉर ईयर्स एंड ईयर्स, और एटलीस्ट फॉर वीक्स और मंथ्स, एंड दे आर अननेचुरल इमोशन, समथिंग दैट यू डोंट वांट. जैसे आप एक साइड हसल स्टार्ट करना चाहते हो, यू वांट टू स्टार्ट अ बिजनेस बट देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ फियर दैट यू हैव, and that fear is accumulating over a period of years. That is an unnatural emotion. You don't want to have that. वो कोई natural emotion तो है नहीं कि आपको अच्छा लग रहा हो कि वो है. Right? You want to remove that. That is where EFT tapping comes into picture. ठीक है? कि आपके जो negative unnatural emotions हैं, for it helps you remove that. Okay? And when your negative emotions get released, what happens? Of course, you make more space for positive energy to flow inside your body. That is why we say EFT works on your emotions and on your energy. Emotions, जो नेगेटिविटी स्टोर हो रखी है बॉडी में सबकॉन्शियसली फॉर मंथ्स एंड वीक्स, to remove that. And number two, when your negative emotions leave you, which are unnaturally being stored in you, be it your limiting beliefs, be it your negative thought patterns, then of course the body feels lighter. It's like as if a weight is lifted off your shoulders. And what happens is your energy levels increase and you're able to act upon good things in life. This is the story behind EFT tapping. All right. This is how it was introduced. अब in tapping points का क्या significance है उसमें? We'll come to that. But Kavita, you had something to say? You can unmute. I think I saw your hand.
Yeah, actually, as you were telling of for the examples like years together, what you have in your mind and what you are facing through. For the last 15 days, in fact, I am actually going through the troubles, but EFT is helping me out. As whatever you have told the examples like you have to day things and all. So for the last 15-20 days, I'm facing the same problem.
Hmm.
So I'm not able to be in myself. I'm not able. I
Not
want to do
the
something. Yeah.
cheerful self that you
I'm
have.
not able to. Yeah, I have started the CFT to make myself free and do that. But see, I'm telling you, no, I think of something and something else happened, which I'm not able to consistently have. 3 years, enough that I've started my business now, but I'm not able to make it consistent or make it in a profit or in a break-even point of view. Always there is some or the other trouble. Daily, I have to jump in some or the other things. So as you were telling, three, I was just making myself into that, into the
Hmm.
same kind of thing.
Because probably that is being stored somewhere deep within ना. आप सोच ही उतना रहे हो उस बारे में that it is not working for me, it is not working, this is not going right, that is not going right. So your brain is only focusing on that part. So every day you're focusing on that part. Like every time I speak to you about your business, these are the lines that I hear. आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि ये गलत है, एक्नॉलेज करना गलत नहीं है, ऐसा नहीं है कि फॉल्स होप देनी है खुद को. यू डोंट हैव टू गिव योर सेल्फ फॉल्स होप्स दैट नहीं एवरीथिंग इज ऑल राइट व्हेन इट इज नॉट ऑल राइट. But then only thinking about what's not working right is also not going to help you, right? That is subconsciously giving your mind a picture that no matter how much I work, it does not work out for me. Okay? So you have to change the perception and you have to change what you're telling your brain every single day so that it can start looking out for ways how to get out of this situation rather than focusing too much on कि क्या नहीं work कर रहा आपके लिए. Yes, Shrikant, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, hi. I just listened to everyone. I just want to ask everyone that what are you all literally doing in EFT? Are you just attending what Sonal is saying every day in her sessions, or you are practicing EFT on your issues? Because that's the difference. If you are listening and attending to Sonal every day, it is not going to solve your issues. You have to tap on your issues. What happens is I talked to many people and they just listen to Sonal, and I got a feedback of this that we are having the same troubles. So I told someone that if you have trouble regarding finances, if you're having trouble with your children, then what you need to do is you have to tap every day on that problem as well. You can attend Sonal sessions, of course, it is very good, but you have to make a script for your own self and design that way so that it caters your own problems. And people, what I've seen is people are generally just coming to the class like a very good student, and they are not doing the homework which they need to do.
Agreed.
So that is the main issue which I'm listening every day, and then I just wanted to say this. If anyone wants to correct it, maybe Alka ji would like to say on this. Am I correct or not?
Alka ji is
You're absolutely right. We
Hmm.
have to tap on our issues,
Absolutely.
not on everything.
मैम
Then we won't serve any purpose.
वही ना,
And
आपको अगर बुखार है, आप उसकी जगह क्रोसिन की जगह आप ले रहे हो पेट दर्द की दवा,
correct.
कि ये भी अच्छी है,
No,
सो वो नहीं काम करेगा ना फिर.
absolutely.
In that, can I add something?
या प्लीज.
Okay, whenever I'll attend the class also na, so some बहुत बार कैसा होता है ना, whatever she's using the sentence, so some sentence doesn't connect with me, so
Okay.
instantly I use my own sentence rather than telling her sentence. That's why I'll connect with my emotion.
No, no, I didn't mean to say that. आप उस जो जैसे supposedly Sonal is talking about say debts, ठीक है? Debts आपको उतनी problematic नहीं है जितनी आपकी family life है. Suppose. So that if you are tapping on debt, so it doesn't make sense to you because that is not your core problem. Your core problem is your family life. So if you tap every day on of your family life as well as attending Sonal sessions, that will affect. Only so attending Sonal sessions and correcting those statements won't affect.
Okay.
So that's what I wanted to say. Okay, Sonal, you can carry on.
Yeah, Shrikant, we are all doing that.
Perfect,
Like we
perfect.
have different problems, no? And problem ये होता है कि ना हर दिन वो change होता है. That is, 2 days you think of something, your health issues. Then another 2 days you think of the debt problem. So that changes. According to that, we do for ourselves.
I have an answer for that. Then what you can do is divide your time. जैसे आपने दिन में एक time मिला आपको, supposedly in morning you tapped on Sonal's thing for 5 a.m. lecture, okay? Then at 12 noon you can tap on the problem which persisted, like health issues. So don't leave your tapping of health issues until and unless it is resolved completely.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
So keep on tapping on that, and side by side, if there is another problem which is coming along with you, 5 minutes you give it for that until and unless it
Okay.
is solved.
Okay.
So don't leave the health issues to EFT until and unless it is solved, and then you are basically what you are doing is shifting from one problem to the another before it gets solved.
Okay. Okay.
So keep on
Done.
doing that consistently.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Shrikant. That was nice. Yeah, I go on telling my own sentences because we can't remember Sonal's, na?
Perfect, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you for that, Shrikant. Yeah, and just to add on to what he said, makes so much sense. लोग मुझसे आके पूछते हैं कई बार कि यार हर दिन ईएफटी करनी जरूरी है, लाइक इज इट इज रियली नेसेसरी फॉर अस टू डू एवरी डे? यार मैं तो 2 साल हो गए, आई एम डूइंग ईएफटी एवरी डे नाउ। वॉट आई डू ईएफटी ऑन, ऐसा तो है नहीं कि हर दिन कोई प्रॉब्लम है या हर दिन कुछ है। सो वॉट ईएफटी डज इज इट ऑल्सो स्ट्रेंथन्स योर पॉजिटिव बिलीव्स ऑल्सो। ये तो है ही जो श्रीकांत इज सेइंग कि आपका कुछ स्पेसिफिक इशू है तो उस पर तो टैप करना ही है यार, वो तो दैट गोज विदाउट सेइंग, ठीक है। बट इवन इफ यू आर फीलिंग ओके, नॉर्मल, तो आप वो भी कर सकते हो। लाइक यू कैन इवन स्ट्रेंथन द बिलीफ सिस्टम, आप सिर्फ पॉजिटिव टैपिंग भी कर सकते हो अपने ऊपर एवरी डे। लाइक आई डू दैट टू। मतलब मेरे को जब एनर्जाइज होना होता है, लाइक आई हैव अ सेशन एट 8 p.m. टुडे, आई विल डू अ टैपिंग राइट बिफोर, फॉर 2 3 5 minutes कि यार मतलब आई फील वेरी energized to give my best because those are new people and they're meeting me for the first time and I have to be super enthusiastic in front of them. You can do it for that. और हाँ, negatives के लिए तो करना ही है, no doubt. Perfect. Thank you so much for that. That said, 5 a.m. EFT club का ना objective जो मैं मेरे पीछे था, like why people are attending or why I formed that was firstly to get you into a habit of waking up early for those people who want that habit. ठीक है, नंबर वन ऑब्जेक्टिव मेरे लिए, अपने लिए भी था वो, and for people also who wanted to get into that habit. Number two habit was that most of the people do not have a morning ritual. ठीक है, क्या होता है ना, लोग सुबह सुबह उठ के क्या करते हैं, फोन स्क्रॉल करने लगते हैं, दे स्टार्ट गोइंग टू इंस्टाग्राम, दे स्टार्ट सीइंग सम स्टूपिड स्टफ हैपनिंग अराउंड देम, एंड सुबह सुबह उठते ही दूसरों की लाइफ में देखना ये हो रहा है वो हो रहा है, एंड स्टार्टिंग योर डे एट अ वेरी नेगेटिव सॉर्ट ऑफ अ नोट, या फिर नॉट ऑन अ पॉजिटिव नोट। ठीक है, तो द सेकेंड ऑब्जेक्टिव आई हैड बिहाइंड 5 a.m. was that you guys get to form a morning routine. You have something to look up to. हाँ, हम सुबह उठेंगे 5 a.m. उठते ही we'll be doing some every day a similar routine we'll be following. It will become a habit basically of that sort that we are doing some tapping on a topic which may or may not be relevant. But what I try to do is I try to take topics which are very generic, which are not particular to a person, right? Like today I took tuning into the frequency of money. Now everybody would want that. है ना? Sometimes I take success, sometimes I take something. So they are super relevant to everyone. I'm sure they are super relevant. But yes, वो आपकी burning problem हो इसकी कोई गारंटी नहीं है। ठीक है, क्योंकि ऐसा तो है नहीं एवरी डे आई कैन ब्रिंग आउट अ टॉपिक विच इज गोइंग टू बी योर बर्निंग प्रॉब्लम। और होना भी नहीं चाहिए ऐसा, क्यों इतनी बर्निंग प्रॉब्लम हो लाइफ में, राइट? बट कुछ होंगी बर्निंग प्रॉब्लम विच मे बी आई एम नॉट कवरिंग, सो यू पैरेलली डू ईएफटी ऑन दैट any day, any time throughout the day. Do it parallelly so that you're, along with starting your day with a good ritual, good habit, parallelly your core issues which are like really troubling you get solved during the day. Right, that is what he meant to say, right? Another thing, Shrikant, since you are in the mood of speaking today, uh any way you create your script that can help people, or is it like what would you recommend? मैं तो कर ही दूंगी recommend, but I want to hear from you कि स्क्रिप्ट कैसे बनाए बंदा अपनी प्रॉब्लम के लिए।
मैम वो दैट आई कैन एक्सप्लेन एज वेल फ्रॉम चैट जीपीटी, अगर जो मैं अब दिखा रहा हूँ मैं आई कैन एक्सप्लेन दैट। फर्स्ट व्हाट हैपन, व्हाट यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट exactly you are doing in EFT. First of all, what is the karate chop point for? Then the 8 meridian points which are tapping on how to transform that. First is basically accepting your problem. And 3 times you have to, मतलब for the same problem which you are addressing on, उसके 3 टाइम 3 डिफरेंट तेज तरीके से बोलना है।
Yeah.
You have to speak that same problem in a 3 different way. And then you can write on chat GPT that I'm facing this. I'll say about myself. I'm Shrikant Kapoor. I live in Delhi. I have been practicing EFT for past 8 months. I need to create a script. Like, this is my prompt. I need to create a script for my personal tapping, which involves my family issues, which is basically some indifferences or miscommunication or something like that. And as well as I am having some issues with confrontation or whatever family, if I'm focusing on family issues. Not, this is not script for financial issues. So my third thing would be this. Fourth, after this karate chop point, then I'll ask the chat GPT that 8 meridian points I have to transform from lows to high. Give me a script. So what I did, basically I copied Sonal's YouTube and made transcription of that. I It was an example for chat GPT that this is how script is done. And with this way, you create me a script for my issue. So it created a script for me. Then I pasted that text into 11 labs to create me a voiceover for that. So
इतना नहीं जाना श्रीकांत अभी.
अच्छा, मतलब वैसे मैं बता रहा था to create that
Keep
script.
it simple. हाँ.
Okay, you can write as well. मतलब आप अपना ट्रांसक्रिप्शन देख लो कि सोनल ने लिखा क्या है या बोला क्या है, किस किस तरीके से जा रहा है. सो आप अपना राइट पेन पैड लेके अपनी स्क्रिप्ट खुद भी लिख सकते हो. इट्स दैट ओनली. पर अगर वो प्रॉपर बनाना है तो दैट इज अनदर चैप्टर.
हाँ, that what he is saying is that आपको खुद से बोलनी भी ना पड़े. Some AI based voice is speaking that, some bot is speaking that, and you're listening and tapping alongside as the next step. Basis your, like, you don't need Sonal in that case. You don't even need yourself. You have a bot which is speaking the lines that you want to hear, and you're just tapping on them. Right? That's what you meant. Yep.
करेक्ट.
So that is a way. See, the easiest way out is, अगर आपको AI नहीं भी यूज करना, the easiest way out is आपको बेस्ट पता है यार अपना इशू. You know your issue best. ठीक है. अब मैं यार सुबह आप लोगों को जब टैप कराती हूँ, I don't use ChatGPT to create the script ना. I simply narrate what is coming to my mind about that issue, just knowing कि हाँ ये हो सकता है. This is the concern. But you are even better a judge of what is the issue you're facing. I can't even judge it that best as you can judge for yourself. Agreed? घर
या
में प्रॉब्लम है, हेल्थ प्रॉब्लम है, जॉइंट पेन है. यू नो वेयर इज द पेन. You know what is the problem that pain is causing you. You know what all have you tried in the past to cure it. You know that यार क्या चीज मेरे लिए वर्क नहीं करी है in the past. Right? So suppose somebody is having body pain and that is not going. Suppose कहीं पे दर्द है, नहीं जा रहा है बहुत दिन से, and you want to do tapping on that. You just simply have to narrate your feelings out there. It's not tricky at all. It's not difficult. Yes, as you know, Aruna ma'am just said, whatever is coming to your mind, you just have to say that. It's not about Hindi or English or Kannada or Marathi or something. Whichever language you want to use, whichever verbiage you want to use, you just have to use and say. एंड फिर क्या करना है? वंस यू नरेटेड, इट्स लाइक टेलिंग अ फ्रेंड, रैंटिंग. यार मेरे साथ ये हो रहा है, आई एम नॉट लाइकिंग इट, व्हाई एम आई हैविंग दिस पेन, आई हेट दिस पेन, इट्स नॉट लेटिंग मी मूव, इट्स एज इफ आई फील हेल्पलेस, व्हाई इज दिस पेन कमिंग टू मी, आई डोंट लाइक इट. ठीक है. इट्स लाइक रैंटिंग टू अ फ्रेंड कि यार क्यों हो रहा है मेरे साथ ऐसा, व्हाई एम आई हैविंग दिस प्रॉब्लम. अब इजी हो जाएगा ना. यू आर सिटिंग विद अ बेस्ट फ्रेंड एंड यू हैव टू टेल योर बेस्ट फ्रेंड द प्रॉब्लम. Just now you are your best friend and you're just telling it to yourself. That becomes the starting point for you to tap. ठीक है. अब जब मन हल्का हो जाता है, लेट्स से नाउ यू आर फीलिंग शांत, उसके बाद कि यार हाँ है तो दर्द, बट ठीक है, अब है तो है. आई विल हैव टू लुक आउट फॉर अ सोल्यूशन, राइट? मतलब अब तो सोल्यूशन निकालने की बारी है ना. अब इमेजिन करो योर फ्रेंड इज ट्राइंग टू काम यू डाउन. दैट बिकम्स द सेकेंड राउंड. नाउ इन दिस प्लेस you don't have a friend, you yourself have to become your friend, and your friend is trying to calm you down कि लेट मी लुक आउट फॉर सोल्यूशन. और ऐसे सोचो आपका दोस्त आपको बता रहा है यार और भी लोगों के साथ भी तो होगी ना ये प्रॉब्लम. दे वुड हैव ऑल्सो लुकड आउट फॉर अ सोल्यूशन, मे बी अ डॉक्टर, मे बी दे वुड हैव लुकड आउट फॉर होम रेमेडीज, मे बी एलोपैथिक, if not allopathic, maybe ayurvedic, something medicine, some exercises. So try to say to yourself कि यार इसका क्या solution है then मेरे लिए. That becomes your hope round, where you're giving yourself in the second round a little bit of hope that this is not the end of the world for me. ठीक है. एंड देन द थर्ड राउंड विच कैन बी लाइक, अगर आपको लग रहा है होप राउंड में भी आप बहुत काम हो गए, दैट्स इट. इट्स नॉट लाइक आपको फुल फ्लेजेड बिल्कुल ठीक है मेरे को अपने आप को अभी ठीक ही कर देना है, क्योर कर देना है. दैट्स योर थिंग. बट येस, इट्स अ गुड थिंग इफ यू कैन लीव योर सेल्फ एनर्जाइज्ड और उस जोन में खुद को ले आओ दैट राइट नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू लुक आउट फॉर द एक्सरसाइज, राइट इन दिस मोमेंट आई एम गोइंग टू डू दैट. आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू पुट इट टू टुमारो, आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू पुट इट टू नेक्स्ट मंडे, I'm not going to put it to 2026. Abhi. If you can move yourself to that stage, तो आधा तो आपका दर्द उसी से चला जाएगा, बिकॉज नाउ यू आर रेडी टू लुक आउट फॉर द सोल्यूशन टू इट एंड यूल बी एक्साइटेड कि यार ठीक है, थोड़ा बॉडी पेन ही तो है, आई एक्सरसाइज एंड आई पुट इट आउट। ठीक है यार, थोड़ा बीवी हस्बैंड से झगड़ा ही तो हो गया, आई मेक आउट फॉर इट। कूल। सो गाइस, ये तो एक तरीका हो गया, और ऑफ कोर्स दिस इज द वे यू शुड स्टार्ट डूइंग इट, सो दैट यू गेट हैबिचुअल टू फॉर्मिंग स्क्रिप्ट्स ऑल्सो, अपने लिए, अपने इश्यूज के लिए। एंड द अदर वे आउट इज, इफ यू वांट टू देन गो मोर एडवांस्ड, या थोड़ा और अब नहीं समझ आ रहा क्या बोलूं, तब आप यूज कर सकते हो टूल्स का। ठीक है, डोंट रिलाई ऑन द टूल्स 100%। सी,
Right, right.
Shrikant uses AI a lot, and that is why probably he finds it very easy, and jaldi jaldi karke he's able to do it. And I don't
Sonal,
think, just a second, just I'll just complete one thing, Parinda. And Shrikant, आप हमेशा तो नहीं यूज करते होगे ना, नॉट 100% ऑफ द टाइम्स यू विल बी यूजिंग चैट जीपीटी फॉर स्क्रिप्टिंग। अब यार, कभी मन
No.
उदास है तो कभी खुद से भी तो कर सकते हैं। So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a mix of both, guys, okay? You don't
Mix of
always
both.
need to rely on the tool.
I actually, the Sonal did understand what you wanted me to say, so I started in a different trajectory.
Okay. Okay. No worries. Thank you so much. Yeah, Parinda, you were saying something?
yeah, I was telling that way ki I tried this way many of the time, and but then that time it was like more of a emotion release. But
Mm-hmm.
then emotion was really released and I got calmed and everything. But फिर उसके सामने does it every time require to put a positive sentence?
नहीं, मतलब जरूरी नहीं है ना, मतलब आई वुड से अगर
अगर आप
इमोशन रिलीज हो,
if you feel released and then it's okay.
then it's okay. That's the objective of EFT, right? That
So
you feel the emotion is gone.
that's why I experienced that relief. I experienced that, and calmness also experienced that. So I was
Right.
just confused between कि मतलब अभी रिलीज तो हो गया, फिर बाद में अभी पॉजिटिव सेंटेंस भी डालने ही है, तो उसमें मैं कंफ्यूज हो गई थी मैं।
उसको ऐसे मत लो कि जबरदस्ती कुछ करना है, अब हो गया तो बस हो गया ना, ऐसा नहीं है ना दैट 2 राउंड में यू आर फीलिंग गुड तो यू डेफिनेटली हैव टू डू द थर्ड राउंड। The objective is solved, right? The objective is you were feeling tensed, now you're feeling calm. Now you can go back to work. वही चाहिए था ना?
Yeah,
So, done. As
yeah,
long as
that was
you're feeling
perfect.
better. I mean, if I have to tell you technically as a coach, so I would definitely say, nahi, try to introduce third round. But in a more informal way, I would say, ठीक है, it's okay. As long as you're feeling calm, as long as the emotion gets released, that's fine.
Sonal, sometimes even I don't use words.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I am feeling anxious just before a meeting and I'm in a waiting room and I just need to go inside to meet the boss and I have some, I don't know what to say right now. I'm feeling anxious. Sometimes I don't even use words. Things are going in my mind and I'm just doing it. So
Hmm.
that is sometimes it helps as well.
Yeah, yep. Why not? You can customize EFT as per your choice. Okay. Anyone else? It's only us three, four people speaking. Anyone else who has their own wise thoughts to present?
Sorry.
Go ahead. Acha, you only had to laugh. Unmute and laugh. Okay. Okay, Suresh.
No, it's not about being wise. I think what Shrikant said, absolutely spot on. Only thing is, the proficiency in AI becomes very important in this. I tried it, and let me share my experience.
Mm-hmm.
So, I tried AI, but it becomes too basic, and it gives you all
It's
the
too
points.
robotic. It's
Yeah,
too
it's too
robotic.
robotic, and probably after a point, now it becomes like when you read that, you can't relate to it. Of course, one good thing about this is it gives you a lot of, at least it triggers you to think on certain lines.
Yeah.
And I think what you spoke yesterday, we had some yesterday you spoke. I think that's a better way of doing it, is what I have realized in this last 1 week. Also, I've heard a lot of other guys. You said some name, Brad, somebody. I heard,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
went through some of the videos that were there. There are many, I mean, and I found one or two people, right? Only thing is the challenge that I'm facing is transitioning from one cycle to the other cycle. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you are an expert now, so you do it very flawlessly. So when to take that break and when to move to the next stage, that mm, is a little stressful right now for me. Maybe it just has to get tuned to it and work on that. So
It
that
it
was,
it
yeah.
comes with practice. ठीक है मतलब जब आपको लगे ना सी व्हेन यू आर डूइंग इट विद अ क्लाइंट सपोज इन योर केस सुरेश आई अंडरस्टैंड you also want to do it with clients. For a lot of people it must be the only one to do it with themselves, but whichever way, whether you're doing it with someone sitting in front of you or whether you're doing it on yourself, whenever you see that the intensity is coming down, is the time for you to move on to the to a hope. Until you feel that nahi, I'm still feeling very heavy, I still can't release it, you keep doing cycle one, cycle one, cycle one. You keep asking yourself or you keep asking the person sitting in front of you that how do you feel right now, what's still holding you at this particular intensity. And when you see that अच्छा ठीक है अब सामने वाले को लग रहा है that yeah I'm ready, I'm ready to transition, I'm ready to look at the other side of things, then you can slowly introduce hope.
Okay, fair enough. I think that makes sense. And the other question, what Parinda asked some time back. See, there is after the first stage, when you talk of current realities, okay, the second stage, that is where, the first one is like establishing, like it's a context setting. I mean, I'm using
Yeah,
my terminology, not what
yeah,
you
yeah.
you typically say. It's just a setting of the context, saying that, okay, this is my challenge and I am working on it, right?
Yep.
I have to work on this. Then I put it the other way, like say, what are the consequences? If I don't do anything, is likely to, or what is happening and what it will happen? Then maybe move. So, like if at that stage, sometimes, the euphoria, I feel, oh my God, like I know everything now. But awareness, I mean, just stopping there, I'm not sure would help you make the transition to really take some action. And that is where probably like, when would be more useful, like, and understanding, okay, like say, even for example, like if you talk of money, okay,
Mhm.
I don't have enough money, etc., etc. And this is, stopping me from doing this. My risk taking ability goes down, etc., etc. Then I move to a stage where I say, okay, it doesn't happen with everybody. There are so many people in the world who are, doing a good job
True,
with this,
true, true.
and they are making. So what is it that I am missing out? Is there something which, I need to tweak or change or let go in myself? Then that part comes in, and then you start talking of the moving in that direction.
Yeah.
And then what if something comes up? So is there an obstacle? For example, I want to go in a particular direction. How do I overcome that? Then you can say there are other people who are doing it. Again, go back to
Other
that
people. Yeah.
and then say, or maybe can I ask somebody, can I just go and ask somebody and then move forward? So that's where I thought from a sustenance point of view, from a longer term, really getting out of the issue, I feel that's quite important.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's so good to put it in when you're giving yourself hope to take reference of other people who are already doing it. Take reference of people who've already been through that problem and been there, done that. Makes sense. Thank you for sharing that.
I have a question, Sunil.
Yes, yes, Alpha.
Is this when we are doing the prompting also that we take examples of people who have made a success of things?
When you're using chat,
When we do the prompts, yeah.
yeah, yeah, you can take reference. Yes, you can put it in the prompt. The better prompt you write,
Huh.
the better answer.
No, do we take the reference when we are doing the prompts or when is what I'm
No,
asking?
no, no. What Suresh was trying to say was when you're doing the tapping. He was
Oh,
not saying,
tapping. I'm sorry, tapping, yeah.
yeah, when you're
Okay.
doing the tapping.
Let me clarify, and thank you for asking this. See, one of the things is like, say, uh, there are always role models that we all have. Like say somebody's a great speaker, somebody's ability to answer questions is, like the way he deals with the situation or somebody's way. So, like some references you have in your mind, and that when I'm tapping or even otherwise when I write the script, actually first thing is writing that script. So then I say, okay, there are other people who have done this. And, what if I do that or something like that? I mean, now I'm just making it up. So that is the way. And one more question, one more thing which I fumbled and which I would like to, like say, when you write the script, writing script is still okay, I think, but coordinating it when you're talking and doing this, the tapping, I think that synchronization is also something which I got challenged. And even in my making the first set of videos, I had to stop at times. So I think that that alignment
That,
becomes.
that again comes with practice. This is all a game of practice. What's एक एक करके सीढ़ी चढ़ेंगे ना. First you have to learn how to script. Then you synchronize those with points. And the easiest way, Suresh, is to meet one line with one point. That is how I did it. I still do it. So that I don't miss any point and I don't miss any line that needs to be coming. So you
I,
say one line, like
yeah.
I'm terrible at money. I don't know how to manage money. Don't break it. I'm terrible at money. I don't know how to manage money. Don't break it like this. Like say ये तो छोटा sentence था, I'm terrible at money, so it anyway can come at one point. But if it's a long sentence, so you can imagine in your mind where can a comma come and I can break the line there, and then I can move. So when you consciously start making this effort, na, it becomes easy for you to then do it.
Yeah, thanks. I think you answered the question because one of my challenges is the sentence. I attach it to an idea. I'm saying, okay, I'm not good at this, and or like so. When you make that, so when and comes, it's easier. Or when there's a but or an and, then there's a or if I'm going to talk of something, and that is where the challenge comes. So, you know when to stop and when to move to the next one.
Yeah, and comma, but where you have a connector, or where if you can shorten the sentences, that's like
See,
even better.
the skill is more in making scripts more like short sentences, like how you do affirmations, shorter ones, not more than 10 words per sentence.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, that was some nice different sort of a session today where everybody was speaking, right? Let's do this kind of session also more often so that we can have some more people speaking up, right? Some
Hi,
new
Sonal.
One question I have. Okay.
Yes,
Hi,
yes.
Hi, Sonal. Kirti here. Actually, Sonal, when I do the tapping, I didn't say anything while doing the tapping. I was just following your rhythm, and I didn't think or do say anything for my corrections. So, is that like should I keep on that I have to practice, or even though if I don't tell anything, will this correction work without telling any?
It's good, Kirti, to start with. Like it's like guided meditation hoti hai na, where you are or somebody is guiding you and you are only do meditating on their tune. So for starting, this is good. Like when you don't do, sorry, when you don't know how to use EFT, when you don't know how to do it yourself, then it's okay, then it's good. But over a period of time, I would definitely encourage you start forming your own lines and you
Lines.
start doing it on your own issues.
It's
Yes.
more of like a meditation. When you tell something, I just concentrate on the same thing. So it becomes more of a meditation than this emotional freedom technique. Is like I think of it as a meditating mode where when they tell to concentrate on one single point and do the meditation. This I connect with that to the meditation.
Yeah, I mean, it is a good way to start. I'm not saying that you're doing anything wrong, but over
Okay.
a period of time, try to start doing it out loud and on
Okay.
your own issues.
Okay.
So that you can release your issues using it.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Suresh.
I have a question, and probably anybody can help me out. See, when you tap on issues which are tangible, what I mean by tangible is like there's a pain in the leg kind of scenario. Okay, pain here, pain there. And when you tap, you before and after becomes quite easy, or even to gauge the intensity is easier. But when you're doing something which is like, say, a little, for want of a better word, I
सुबह
call
मेरा गाउन दो.
neb nebulous, then how does one feel that, like then say before and after, oh, this happened. And sometimes it's difficult to just imagine. Let me take debt or money is growing. I can see. I can only imagine something happening and my, visualizing
Oh,
and
jal jayega.
madam, somebody is
Suresh.
okay. So how does one do that?
That is very subjective, Suresh. Like, good question, but that is very subjective. आपको खुद feel होगा ना वो चीज that you're feeling better,
See,
right?
let me share. See, like I think now I'm with you for what month plus, maybe 40 days, roughly 35, 40 days now. I mean, if I just look at it overall, maybe I'm not like nothing. The needle has shifted a little bit on certain things. I mean, I cannot imagine Suresh doing what I'm doing now, maybe last year. I have attended a full year program where I would have, and what I've spoken now in these sessions with you is like maybe twice what I would have spoken in the whole year. So I do see something has moved. Where to attribute it, I really don't know. And even like making that video, I have had this idea a long time back. So, like making that was something, I mean, for me, it is something really different. So from there, yes, I don't know how to attribute that. That's why I'm asking you this question. Like say, because they always say success begets success. And, you need to uh, celebrate small victories, if I have to say, and say,
Yeah.
okay, I moved here. So that's what I'm trying to say. How does one make that? I know
Uh,
it is subjective, and maybe I'm too
yeah.
critical about myself, maybe so I don't see too much change, and I might. But whereas I get overwhelmed when I hear some people saying, "My God, I just like Eureka movement has come." I'm not judging anybody for that, but it's difficult on certain things, and I want to know if I'm doing something wrong.
No, everybody would have a different rate at which things will start changing, Suresh. It's for some people it will be like maybe देखो सब लोग ना अलग अलग journey पे हैं in their life, right? So for some people probably they were already on that trajectory where they just needed that last push, and probably I gave it to them, or probably a few days of EFT gave it to them, and that's why they could see that अच्छा EFT से इतना बड़ा difference आ गया. Maybe I would not take full credit for that also. For some people they are on that journey where they're only starting to develop a different kind of mindset, so for them it will take some time. ठीक है. अगर for example if you look at me probably 5 years back, when 5 years back I used to listen to my mentor's session, everything was so fresh and new. It was like wow, everything I used to be like wow, this is the best session that you could do, because it was that moment for me that I was learning everything for the first time. It was new to me. Now when I listen to his session, it was like yeah, I knew this, it's not bringing much of a change in me, because the journey is has I have already covered that journey where my mind has already accepted a lot of things, right? So वैसा ही बस उतना ही shift है. So I hope that somehow gave you a little bit perspective to
No,
answer the
it's a
question.
perspective, and that's why I said maybe I just want to get a feel, and then see everybody has their own measures of doing things. So
Agreed. True.
and very true, you can't generalize this. So
Yeah, we can't. We never can. No two humans are the same. No two humans have had even a single day same in their life. So सबके अपना कुछ बैगेज होता है. किसी कोई जल्दी हटा देता है, किसी को टाइम लग जाता है, किसी को वही छोटी चीज बहुत बड़ा विन लग जाती है, किसी को बहुत बड़ा विन भी छोटी विन लगती है, right? So everybody has a different way of celebrating and reacting to failures also in life. So it's very subjective.
thank you.
Thank you for that, Suresh. All right. So, guys, in the interest of time, we'll have to close the session now. It has been lovely, as always, connecting with you. Ma'am, just one request during morning session. Would it be possible to rate intensity? Yes, we can start doing that. We can start doing that so that we can gauge what are we feeling after the session. Sure, Helond. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining today. Again, it was nice seeing your beautiful smiling faces. Let's meet again next Monday, 7 p.m. Otherwise, if you do meet me every morning and you like seeing me at 5 a.m., we'll meet tomorrow morning 5 a.m. Thank you. Bye bye. Speak soon.